alive. Here we see a candlelight vigil. In the case of Jessica's disappearance, school children who were so traumatized. Jessica disappeared on her way to meet some of her friends to walk to school, a very short distance from her home. And then she just disappeared. There was no sign of her. There were memorials that were built with purple balloons and ribbons and stuffed animals as the community held out hope for little Jessica Ridgeway, hope that she might return home. And then a stark reality, the disappearance, and was no longer a mystery. She had been found. Her body, which was not intact, was discovered in an open area in Jefferson County. And then we were all overcome with tremendous sadness over the reality that Jessica had been murdered. So now we have a suspect, 17-year-old Austin Reed Sigg. He is a student who lived in the area of the Jessica Ridgeway family. He's 17 years old. He lives near Kettner Lake. He was arrested at his home. They made contact with him last night. And he was arrested this morning, taken to a juvenile detention facility. And the Ridgeway family was informed of this morning. We're going to go now out to the neighborhood where Jessica Ridgeway lived with her family. And our own reporter, Amanda Cought, is there to fill us in on the situation out there. Amanda, what can you tell us about the neighborhood, the response to this suspect, Austin Sigg, being taken into custody?
And Bertha, it was exactly 19 days ago that Jessica Ridgeway's mother watched her daughter walk out of that front door, never to see her alive again. And today, news of this arrest coming to Jessica's family, friends of the family, and this neighborhood that has been on edge since news of her disappearance. Today I spoke with a neighbor who said that this Halloween is going to be different. You can pan over and you see there are some homes here with decorations. They were ready for Halloween, but they said this one was going to be different because of what happened with Jessica. And news of this arrest, they're saying they're actually going to be a little bit, they're still going to be vigilant, they told us, but they're not going to be so much on edge as they have been in these 19 days since her disappearance. And today, one of the family members living nearby, a neighbor near Jessica's family, told me that today, now kids can be kids again. And news of that coming as they learned about this arrest. One of the neighbors even telling us that they received the 7 News breaking news text alert. That's how they learned of the arrest. She rushed home from the post office and she watched our live streaming of this arrest, news of it coming in. She told us her 10-year-old grandson played with Jessica. They were good friends, and they actually hung out during the airfield show recently, and they still have the missing poster posted up in his bedroom. She said they're keeping it up there to remind him that this can still happen to any child. Again, the family learning news of the arrest inside the home right now. And we were here when also victim advocates showed up, co-workers of Jessica's mom. She worked an overnight shift. She was very close with that family, or those co-workers as well, as they showed up. And when we arrived, there was a family member who opened the door, smiling, you could hear laughing, and told those who they greeted, they said, quote, "We are in a good mood." Refreshing to see smiles from her family and those here surrounding the area. We are still waiting to hear from Jessica's family other than being outside of their home this morning right now. But again, this neighborhood saying that this will be a Halloween that they are used to, a little less on edge, still vigilant, but again, that quote sticks with me. Kids here can be kids again. Reporting live from outside Jessica Ridgeway's home, I'm Amanda Cought, 7 News.
A big sigh of relief going over the entire metro area, if not the entire state.